Hi, welcome to my channel. I am Dr. Sridhar Kalyanasundram. I am a consultant neonatologist working in Dubai. There is a lot of news articles about the new policy updates by WhatsApp, especially in relation to sharing information with Facebook. I would like to quickly review. This is a general topic obviously, and my channel has information on medical topics for parents, medical topics for colleagues, and now a new feature called the general topics. And this is one of the first topics in this playlist. Social media unfortunately is there to stay with us, and Mark Zuckerberg has recently commented that privacy is an illusion in the social media world. So it is absolutely right. What he is saying is right. It's an illusion. What we think is a secure platform today is bought by someone else the next day, and it's no longer having the same privacy settings. I was born in the early 70s, and till the mid 90s we hardly had any exposure to the internet. My first computer was bought in 2000 or 2001, and after that we had the dial-up internet service. Most of you may remember that. My first exposure to broadband was in 2004 when I moved to UK, and obviously since 2004-5 social media development started. We had initial pages like Orkut, for example, for a brief time, and then Facebook. My Facebook account is from 2009, even though Facebook was quite active even before that. And WhatsApp was also initiated in 2009, but my first exposure to WhatsApp is in 2013, just a year before Facebook pitched to buy WhatsApp. So social media, networking, these are useful tools obviously, and that is exactly what they're pitching on. Everyone is trying to get information on what you're doing. They're trying to share your information with different people. They are trying to make money out of it, and these companies are no different. The question is one company better than the other, and are they reliable that they won't make any changes in the future once you change? It has reached a stage where instead of saying I'll message you, we are now saying I'll WhatsApp you. And to think that this is just a 7 or 8 year period that everyone is so familiar with WhatsApp. In the past 5 years, I think almost everyone is using an app like WhatsApp. Telegram has been there in the background for 7-8 years, but it hasn't caught up as much. And now Facebook bought WhatsApp in 2014-15, and since then I'm sure Facebook is taking information from WhatsApp in different ways. So what is this new change going to bring about? So it's being more open that they're going to share information. One key worry is, are they going to share your phone numbers without your consent? That would be really worrying, because that's a real infringement on privacy. It doesn't seem to be the case when you read through the conditions. I mean, they're sharing your information, your movements, your location, your activity, your friends, and so on, which anyway happens because Facebook tracks almost everything you do. I mean, you can see targeted advertisements. You look at something not through your Facebook page, but you're just browsing through your browser, and then Facebook targeted ad comes in. So obviously Facebook is watching what you're browsing, even if you're not actively on the Facebook page. So having logged into Facebook and then looking at something else makes a difference. Recently I realized a couple of things. I mean, you accept a friend and suddenly they post something on your timeline. So immediately I went back and negated that feature on my timeline, that others can post on your timeline, which is quite a scary thought, that you sometimes accept friends who are not really known to you, and then there may be something serious happening on your timeline if you don't. So please inactivate that feature which allows people to post on your timeline. The other important aspect is privacy tagging. I mean, again, you accept some friend and they tag you in some unrelated video without your consent, and so I immediately changed a privacy setting which said you can only see what others tag, so it won't be seen by everyone else. So if you change that, you don't need to worry about who is tagging and whether you permit them or not. So it's a double-edged sword. I mean, being open to more people gives you more exposure, but at the same time you lose your privacy, and sometimes you may end up having things on your timeline which you don't intend to have in the first place. Especially in current situations like where politics, religion, these are sensitive topics. You don't want things which don't really reflect your view coming up on your timeline. Your future employer may be looking at your Facebook profile, and different aspects of the engagement happen through that as well. Every single app gets revenue through advertising, and every single app developer is looking at the next big jump. So whether it is the new app, the Signal or Telegram, they are developing it for a reason, but obviously if they do get a bigger market price, I mean Facebook or a giant like that can swallow up. I mean Google bought YouTube, and now YouTube is full of ads, and unfortunately the viewing experience is not the same as it used to be when YouTube didn't have any ads. It was just simple videos. So now you have to pay YouTube or Google to get the app free setting, and so either they make money or they make you suffer by having frequent interruptions in your viewing experiences. So this is an example, and I have Yahoo Mail as well, and I have an ad blocker installed on my computer. There is frequent reminders from Yahoo to inactivate the ad blocker, so they can keep my email user experience comfortable. So that's regular reminders to say that you need to allow them to make money for them to give you a free service. And WhatsApp is no different. Now they have reached a stage where they know majority of the world population is using WhatsApp, and they also know how difficult it is for you to move away from an app which is used by everyone else. So it's not about you changing alone. All the colleagues, all the friends, all the relatives you interact with have to change to the other app, otherwise you can't uninstall the app that you have. And it's not enough to just uninstall the app. You have to close your account, you have to delete all the information to really remove whatever WhatsApp has information about you. So this is the key point that they're playing on. And so I know there is a lot of emotional outbursts. I know many people are already changing on to Signal and so on, but think about whether you will be able to really remove WhatsApp unless all the social contacts that you have are going to come out of it, especially if you're depending on a regular interaction with them. Of course, a social media free, mobile free life would be the best. As we had in our childhood, we would probably have more interaction with family and friends, and it would be more peaceful. Whether it is going to happen, internet unfortunately has changed the way we work and live, and so it's not going to really happen in the near future unless something dramatic changes the way we live currently. Of course, the minimal social media time is better for everyone. If uninstalling the app and removing your account is going to secure your privacy, but the most important point is the privacy going to be affected in that someone else gets a phone number? So to share an anecdote, I mean, we often fill in raffle coupons when we go for shopping malls, and we never win the prize, but we always give out our phone numbers and email to some stranger there. And I have faced that experience that sometimes they call from that saying that you won a prize and you come to this place. It's like a timeshare agreement, or they may just give the numbers to other banks and other people who harass you with their calls. So we inadvertently give out our numbers to such people, thinking we are going to win a prize. And use of social media apps is similar to that. They are giving you something for free, but it really isn't free. So before you jump to another one, think about whether they will really be safe, whether you trust them. As long as they are not going to take your banking details or use your details for negative purposes, which you can trust probably a giant like Facebook or WhatsApp would not do. Don't jump into new apps. I mean, obviously you have to think twice. The same founder of WhatsApp is on the Signal group as well, so I'm sure developing it and selling it would be on their minds as well. So don't have knee-jerk reactions. Think carefully, see whether everyone is really changing, and then you can consider moving on. So this is my take on it. If you have any thoughts, do comment and share your views as well. Appreciate your watching it. Thank you.